Hello and welcome to TNN, Toku News Network. In this exciting episode, we'll be discussing the upcoming event here in Texas, Morphinominal Expo, that will take place September 14th and 15th in San Antonio. We'll also have some exciting interviews by one of the people who helps run the shows, along with one of the people who have been attending ever since the expo started. Stay tuned for this exciting episode of TNN. The first person we will be interviewing today is John. He's one of the people who helps run Morphinominal Expo. John, thank you for being here with us. Please tell us, how did the idea of Morphinominal Expo start?
Well, sir, Morphinominal Expo actually started with the idea of doing our own event to give back to the fans that couldn't attend the other conventions in different states. Also, because of some of the bad experience we have had with other cons, that we just said, hey, let's do our own. We also couldn't believe how the first year went, which is why we had a second, and now we are having a third coming up on September 14th and 15th, 2019. So the main motto for our expo is for the fans, by the fans, and we couldn't be any happier with that. And every year we like to try to go bigger and better, as they say in Texas, but also to make the fans or anyone in attendance feel great about being a part of Morphinominal Expo.
Wow, that's great to hear. Awesome. Second question. Why was it important for y'all to make this a free and family-friendly event?
So the importance of having our event being free admission was so that the fans could get a better experience with their favorite childhood heroes, with either getting an autograph, a picture to capture the moment, or just being able to have a conversation with them. The best part of it all is to see all these kids' faces light up when they see an actual Power Ranger standing in front of them and not on TV. The inner child in us gets geeked as well, that we get the opportunity to work and hang out with them for the event.
So true, I completely agree with that. Next question. Who do y'all have scheduled to attend this year's Morphinominal Expo?
So as of right now for Morphinominal Expo in 2019, our guests include Brandon J. McLaren. He played SPD Red Ranger. Melody Perkins, who actually played Astronema in Power Rangers in Space.
Wow.
And later in Lost Galaxy became the Pink Lost Galaxy Ranger. Jessica Ray, who played Wild Force White. Brendan Mejia, who played Dino Charge Red. He was actually one of our guests last year and wanted to come back this year. Claire Blackwelder, who plays Purple Dino Charge. William Schufelt, who plays Ninja Steel Red. And Mike Ginn, who plays RPM Gold. We do have a challenge on our page, though, for everybody to invite their friends and family, and if they can do so, if we get over 3,000 likes to our page or followers, we will give them a last-minute guess. But as of right now, I think we're sitting at like 2,300, so hopefully these guys can push for it.
Man, that's an impressive lineup. Next question is there anyone you'd like to thank for their contributions to Morphinominal Expo?
So yes, we do have people that we would like to thank. Diana and Mario, Yvonne, Paul, Adrian, Lee, Jan, and a huge thank you to everyone that comes to our expo. You know, all the fans, all the families, all of our friends. You know, without them, we wouldn't be having Morphinominal Expo number 3. I would like to personally thank Adam and Kim for involving me with Morphinominal Expo after the first year. I am now the booking partner. I would like to thank my wife for letting me be a part of that with everything going on. We are expecting our first, so the expo and the baby coming. It's like a lot of things, you know, putting on my plate, but thankfully I'm a big man that I can eat everything off that plate.
That's right, and we also want to give them a big thank you and shout out in this episode. And the final question, John. What plans do you all have for the expos in the future?
As for our future plans for Morphinominal Expo, well, I mentioned before, every year we like to go bigger and better, but we actually want to go bigger and better for everyone as well. So not including just Texas. So who knows? Maybe in the near future, Morphinominal Expo will be in your home state, but we'll never know. You guys gotta keep up with us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, every social media. Keep up with our updates because, we all got to start somewhere. So I am John. I am part of the Morphinominal Expo. I guess you can call me the booking partner or something. I'm something important, I think. But until then, we'll see you at Morphinominal Expo, September 14th and 15th at the Wonderland of the Americas in San Antonio, Texas.
Well, thank you very much, John. I hope that you all have a wonderful time during Morphinominal Expo this year.
Later, y'all.
Now let's move on. Next up on our interview list is a personal friend of mine, a young tokusatsu enthusiast who lives in San Antonio, Texas, and is getting ready to attend this year's Morphinominal Expo, Jungle Karma Ranger. Jungle Karma Ranger, thank you for being here with us today. For the first question in our interview, let me ask you, how many times have you attended Morphinominal Expo, and why is it different from other conventions you've been to?
Well, it started back in 2017, so I've been going since the very start. That's 2 times. Now, what makes Morphinominal different from other conventions is that it caters to people who are of all ages, really, and of all ages who enjoy Power Rangers. This might be surprising to you, but a lot of the fans there are adults, and I did not expect that. Maybe 1/4 of the people there are kids, maybe. It's cool though because I grew up watching this stuff and I didn't lose interest. I was always into it. I just wasn't so vocal about it. Now I am. Sure, Power Rangers doesn't have as big a fandom as Marvel and Star Wars, but it's getting there. If you compare the first year to the second year of the convention, there was definitely an increase in attendance, and I have no doubt that it's going to increase again. Honestly, I'll tell you this: if it wasn't for Netflix, we probably wouldn't have an increased Power Ranger fans like we do now, because there are no reruns on TV. Thanks to Netflix, and not just that, the people who are in charge of this event, they're pouring their heart and soul into this convention.
Thank you for your answer. Second question, what are some of your favorite moments in the past expos?
Well, last year I was actually a vendor, and I was raffling off 2 Super Sentai prizes. When I announced the winners, they were both just super, I don't know what it is, but their faces were glowing. They were just both super happy. Another thing that another moment I really liked about the event was making friends, in general. I got to make friends with a couple of artists there, and we got to hang out after the convention. We ate some ramen, and we ended up starting a tokusatsu film club called Toku Tuesdays. That went on for a couple of months, but everyone just got so busy that we had to stop. Hopefully it starts up again. We'll see.
Alright, great. Let's move on to the next question. Who are you looking forward to seeing this year?
I'm excited to meet Mike Jin from Power Rangers RPM. For anyone who doesn't know, he's the Gold Ranger who acted alongside a Silver Ranger. They were like a sibling dynamic duo type. He's one of the few 6 Rangers I really enjoyed. He's not super brooding. He's comedic. I'm big on the comic relief characters. I used to watch the series back when I was 12, and now I'm 21, which is exciting because, 10 years later, I get to meet one of the coolest Rangers in the Disney era.
Last question, Jungle Karma Ranger. What would you tell people who are considering maybe attending Morphinominal Expo this year?
If you're thinking about coming to Morphinominal Expo, do it. You have to come. It's going to be a lot of fun. The whole event is being done by an amazing team of people who are truly in love with the show and the fandom. There's plenty of friendly vendors who you're bound to find something cool from. Last year I found a lot of cool Kamen Rider stuff. There's also former Power Ranger actors you might not get to see here in Texas. Luckily we got a cool variety of people coming. Plus, Morphinominal Expo is a great place to meet friends. If you're not from San Antonio, make plans to stay here. Try to find an Airbnb. If you know a friend, ask if you can stay over. Morphinominal Expo will definitely be the best 2 days of your life.
I want to personally thank you, Jungle Karma Ranger, for allowing me to interview you and you allowing us this time to ask you these questions. Thank you, and we hope that you have a more phenomenal time at the expo this year. So there you have it, everyone. I hope that watching these interviews help you decide to please come over and join us in San Antonio, Texas. We look forward to having you here, and hopefully you can tell your friends and your family about it. Even if they're not Power Ranger fans, just come and have some great family fun. And don't forget to go to Morphinominal Expo's Facebook page and like them. Remember, when they get enough likes, they'll unveil one more guest. Thank you all for joining me, and have a more phenomenal day.